This hike wasn't planned. No route drawn, no schedule kept. But sometimes the trail shows up, and you don't say no. Today's adventure is one of those moments. An unexpected hike, a quiet decision, and a path worth taking. Welcome back to the Lost Fjord. Alright, today we've got quite the uphill adventure. This canyon is a geological showcase. In just a short distance, you can see nearly 1.6 billion years of Earth's history exposed in stone. The very oldest rocks here are Precambrian Boulder Creek granite, formed from molten magma long before the Rocky Mountains existed. Roughly 300 million years ago, ancient mountains to the west eroded and deposited vast amounts of sand and pebbles. These sediments compacted into fountain formation sandstone, the rust-red cliffs that dominate this canyon. The result is a canyon where ancient granite, quartzite, and layered sandstone tell a story of time. I can't believe someone put steps in this. You can see what they've done to make these steps actually usable. Wired off some of the loose rock. We'll put flagstone in, but you can see probably driven rebar in it to keep them still and cemented them in place. And steps. Color me impressed. The steps were a nice touch while walking up this incline, but I'm not sure it made it any easier. We are going to take as much time as we need to get up this hill. This was not a planned hike, and it is almost entirely vertical. Looking at the trail from where I am now, I think the little bit we're on now is the only flat part. Everything else is uphill. Pretty awesome for an impromptu hike, if I do say so myself. Let's keep going. As we climb the ridge a bit more, we start to see more and more features up the valley, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, looking at it here, we can tell that this was once a major rock slide. Probably went down into the creek down below us, but looks relatively stable now. We'll take our time. You can see some staining up there, here through this large crack. I bet you in the spring or after a warm snow, there's water trickling through there. And we can see up and over that little ledge, looks like there's an indentation. Probably not big enough to be a cave, but still be cool to explore. Maybe as we come around this corner a bit more, if I can get a chance or get around to it, we'll take a look and see if there's anything cool hiding in there. These Douglas fir are one of the signature trees in the canyon, and they thrive here because of the canyon's cooler, north-facing slopes and rocky soils. Whew. Out of bed, fiddling with the camera, and yeah, out of bed. Alright, So our nice clean trail disappeared. So we get to make our own. We've made it a bit higher. That cave that I was seeing before, I don't have a good way to get to it, so unfortunately, we'll just have to use our imaginations to know what's in there. Definitely worth it. Cool geography to see this rock slide having essentially cleared the mountain of any trees or plants or anything like that, but really a stone's throw away and you've got a bunch of evergreens. After hiking for a while, I was pretty certain that only mountain goats would have thought this was the most efficient way up this hill. All right. All right, we made it to the top. Looks like there's actually an access road, so I'm gonna pull out my map, take a look at where it goes, and see if it can get me back down. If not, we've got to go back down that. Either way, thanks for coming along. See you on the next adventure here on the Lost Fjord.